Hey guys, and welcome back to our F1 2011 career mode. Today we have the penultimate, that's it, I was thinking of the word, penultimate round of the season. We are already world champion. If you've not seen that episode, I've just spoiled it for you. The last episode, the Indian Grand Prix, we were crowned world champion, which is our first championship on the Codemasters game since 2009. Of course, we did not win in 2010. I feel like I'm reminding you every single episode that I just failed in F1 2010. But at least F1 2011 was a success. So for the final two races, we're going to start at the back of the grid. We're not even going to do a lap in qualifying. I might do one lap in practice just to show you the circuit. And so the video is not 10 minutes long. But apart from that, we're going to start at the back and see how high we can climb. Today, we have the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, which is pretty good. This is when Abu Dhabi was not the final round of the season and Brazil was the final round, which is just how F1 should be. Unfortunately, it's not like that anymore. Let me show you the championship standings going into this round. So we're 75 points ahead of Mark Webber with 2 rounds to go. Webber, Hamilton, Alonso all sort of battling for that second place in the championship. Mark Webber in the Codemasters series so far has just been the best driver. He's got 3 championships, I've got 2 championships. And whoever won season 1 of this one, was it Vettel? I think it was Vettel. Vettel has had an abysmal season though. He's down in 8th place. So he'll be looking to hopefully get ahead of Nico Rosberg before the end of the year. My teammate Rubens Barrichello down in 16th place. We did actually get a 1-2 finish early on in the season. I believe that was the Monaco Grand Prix. A 1-2 for Williams at Monaco was fantastic. My ex-teammate Timo Glock down in last place. The Constructors' Championship looks like this. McLaren have sort of pulled away now. It was very close a couple rounds ago, but now they've pulled away. Williams up to 2nd, Ferrari down to 3rd, and Red Bull losing touch in 4th place. Just before we get into this one, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're about to hit 8,000 subscribers. Make sure to like the video. Let's jump in to the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. If you're a fairly new fan to Formula 1, as in you've just got into Formula 1 in the past 3 or 4 years, you might not know the original Abu Dhabi layouts because some of the corners have changed. So ride on board with me in practice 1 and I'll show you all the changes. Turn 1, 2 and 3 are exactly the same as they've always been. That left-hander, another left kink, and then this sort of right looping corner that heads down a little bit of elevation, or the opposite of elevation. I don't know what that is. And then this is where it differs. We've got a chicane, left, right, and then into the hairpin where Max Verstappen made that famous overtake on Lewis Hamilton back in that completely non-controversial 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Then you're onto a long back straight. In 2012, the F1 2012 game, we'll start the career mode by doing a young driver test, which does take place at this circuit. And if I can remember correctly, you get to choose which young driver program to join. It'll be between Red Bull, McLaren and Ferrari. I don't really know what effect it actually has on the playthrough, if it actually changes anything. Anyway, we're going up to another chicane here, which is a good overtaking place, but it has changed for the modern layout. It's now that sort of open left-hand hairpin. But back here it was a left-right, left chicane into another left-hander. Very technical circuit. Herman Tilke designed the circuit like he has done with many, many other circuits in the past 25 years. I don't think it's his best work. It's nowhere near his best work. And Abu Dhabi has been... Some people like it, some people absolutely hate the circuit. This is the Latifi corner right here. That's where he crashed, about there. Which brought out the safety car back in 2021. The only other notable race I can think of Abu Dhabi is Kimi Raikkonen winning and 2010 when Alonso couldn't overtake Petrov. But that's a lap of Abu Dhabi.
So far.
Welcome to race day here in an overcast Abu Dhabi circuit as night is about to fall. So it's overcast, but there's no rain on the radar, and this is how we start. Webber on pole, Alonso 2nd, Hamilton 3rd, and they're all battling for that 2nd place in the championship. Then it's Jenson Button, who's had a good turn of form in the past few races. So is Sebastian Vettel as well. Felipe Massa sandwiched between those two. Then it's Rosberg, Petrov, Heidfeld and Schumacher rounding out the top 10. 11th place for Kamui Kobayashi ahead of Alguersuari. Perez in the 2nd, Sauber in 13th place. The 2nd Toro Rosso of Buemi 14th. Then it's the 2 Force Indias on row 8. Suttle ahead of Di Resta. My teammate Barrichello gets a rare shot of starting ahead of me in a race. He starts in 17th ahead of Kovalainen and Trulli. 20th place for D'Ambrosio with his teammate Glock in 21st. It's the 2 HRTs, Liuzzi and Karthikeyan with James Early starting 24th place. There's 28 laps to this Grand Prix, and the strategy is as follows. It's a 3-stop, starting on the options, going to lap 6 for the primes, all the way to lap 15 for the options, another 6-lap stint, and then a 7-lap option stint to finish this race. Starting in 24th, how high can we climb? Could we somehow win this race? Let's find out. Well, there's only one more thing to do, and that's go racing. The 2011 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix is next. Here we are then. It all comes down to this. 3 lights, 4 lights, and 5. The Abu Dhabi Grand Prix is underway. We'll look to hopefully make some positions up on this opening lap, starting with the 2 HRTs who have left a massive gap between the pair of them into turn 1, which has quickly disappeared as Karthikeyan darts to the inside, and he's really slow off the exit. I'm just looking for a space round, maybe around the outside of turn 2. That'll work. It's a concertina effect right now. They're sort of backing each other up, so we have to be careful not to run into anybody. For those who don't know, we're running the realistic damage mod, and I've got a penalty. For what? Okay, cool. I've got a drive-through penalty for Karthikeyan driving into the side of my car. Oh, it might have been Liotzi, actually. Yeah, it's Liotzi. He's out of the race. So Liotzi crashed into me, but we've got a drive-through. We'll have to serve that. I may as well serve that. I'll just get it out of the way now, this lap. We'll be out in clear air. I feel like one silly moment happens each race, which is good. It's a good ratio from race to silly moments as we box from 20th place.
Watch out for traffic as you rejoin the track.
Oh my god. I thought it would control my car around this corner. It's not done that, so I've lost half a wing as we rejoin in 23rd and last. Well, good thing is we've already won the championship. Can you imagine if this was like a championship decider and I needed a certain position? And I've already got a drive-through penalty and lost half a front wing in the space of 1 and a bit laps. Made it to the back of Karthikeyan at the end of lap 3. We're about 5 seconds a lap quicker than these guys. So it should be an easy move. Might just send it now into the final corner. Sort of a half send. Side by side on the exit. We got the run out the corner though. Better car, of course, than the HR team. We'll take that place. We've lost the whole wing now. Brilliant. This has got to be one of the worst races I've ever had. Okay, we'll just change the strategy. So we'll box this lap and extend the second stint. Or extend each stint by 1 lap to make up for it. As we've got a run on Glock. We're still going to overtake him, even without a front wing. And now we've got a run on Kovalainen. And honestly, the car doesn't even feel that bad. At least on the straights, obviously. Without a front wing. In fact, it's increasing our top speed. We're not even that slow. I'm going to stay out. As we put a move on D'Ambrosio. Yeah, we're only losing... I reckon we're only losing a second a lap because of the damage. DRS and Kurz and Slipstream and much higher top speed because of the missing front wing. And it's an easy pass on Jarno Trulli down the back straight. I just matched my personal best lap in the race without a front wing. I don't know what that tells you about either my driving or this game's physics. Into the pits we go on lap 6. We will get the wing repaired. And of course, a set of the prime tyres are going on the car. Somebody's lost a wing coming out onto the circuit. It's not me this time as we rejoin in 21st place. Well, we found the culprit. It's Sebastian Buemi without a front wing. So that's another position. And maybe, actually, it might be Adrian Sutton as well because he's going very, very slowly. So that's another place. Me and Sutton have crashed here before. I think it's the 2010 race in season... I want to say season 1 of F1 2010. I think one of the virgins has gone into the pits. D'Ambrosio. And Karthikeyan's holding me up big time here. I just need to find a way through. Take a send into this next braking zone. Which side is he going? Thought he was going to go defensive. And then he moved back to the outside the track. Maybe that's just a racing line. Up the inside into the hairpin we go. Finally getting past Karthikeyan. Oh my god. He's got the bloody cutback on me. Here we go. This time. Easy move. 16th place. I don't know whether it's because I didn't qualify, but why are we so slow? We're 3 seconds slower than Mark Webber each lap. We're not even catching the drivers ahead, which is concerning. I feel like the difficulty of this track with the AI is actually realistic. We are quicker than Barrichello, and I assume we're quicker than a few of the other midfield cars, but I'm not the fastest by any means. What we need is a safety car. A safety car right now would put me right back in contention for some points. There are drivers in the pits, but we're not going to actually overtake any of them. They're that far ahead. And so I'm just struggling to maximise the pace of this car right now. I'm really trying to push, but it's not doing much. That is not good at all. Oh my god, that's bumpy. And it's not even a corner cut. Nice. Brilliant. Straight off the track again. Guys, I just can't get a handle of this. And I think I know why. I think I forgot to load the setup. The car setup. So we're running the default setup, which is just not good. Are we making an overtake? Oh, it's behind me. Never mind. And he's lost his front wing again. Oh, dear. I thought we were making an overtake. And we're going to box and put on the option tyres, thankfully. Which will hopefully give me a bit more pace in the car. We box from 16th. And we'll rejoin in 16th as well. Very lonely race for me. Suddenly we've just set the purple sector 1 and 2. As Massa sets the fastest lap. A much better lap from me, but it's still 9/10 off the fastest lap. I think we must have lost a lot of time in that final sector. And I was pushing hard as well. It was a clean lap. Alguersuari's been into the pits, so we are ahead of him. And I'm trying to close down my teammate Barrichello, who is only a handful of seconds in front of me. And we've got traffic ahead, and I think they're holding up some of the midfield drivers as well, so we'll try and capitalise on that. In fact, there's some drivers actually in the pits, so we're up to 14th place for now. As Glock is going to be... Oh my gosh. Get out of the way, mate, please. Oh my gosh, Trulli almost took out Barrichello. Barrichello had to lift off, and that's easy pickings for me, as I become the lead Williams driver in this race. Damn it! Hit a bollard. D'Ambrosio. Bro! Get out the way! Road rage from me there. Doesn't usually happen, but I'm just pushing so hard. I just want to score at least 1 point. I've won the championship. I should be good. I'm sure the backmarkers are doing it on purpose, being in the worst place at the worst time. I do find it funny how this game just refuses to simulate the day-night transition at this circuit. It's just still as light as it was at the start of the race, and it's lap 21 out of 28. Time for our final pit stop in this one for another set of the options. I think I'm repairing my wing again as well. As we box from 12th place, I think somebody's retired. It's Alonso. Alonso's out the race. He's 15th as we rejoin in 14th. And there's a few drivers in the pits. My teammate's in the pits, and I think some of the back markers as well. Hopefully we can stay ahead of my teammate here. I think we just about have. Yes, we're 13th. And Massa is in the lead of the race. Vettel's just set 37.8. And here's my attempt. A 38.1. I'm only 3/10 off the fastest. What are you doing, Suttle? Thank you, mate. Oh, Vettel's gone much quicker now. No, I can't get anywhere near that time. I can't stand this race. We've lost more of the wing. Another bollard hit. Just 3 laps to go. I'm still catching on DeResta. I don't know how close he is to the points. I don't think he's that close. So I'm not sure if points are possible. 2 laps to go now. Almost within DRS range of DeResta. 12th place from 24th on the grid, considering the calamity that was lap 1 and lap 2. Wouldn't actually be that bad of a result. Starting the final lap here in Abu Dhabi, and it's DeResta versus Early. The 2 British drivers going for 12th place. Just set it up here for the long back straight with DRS, with Kers, with Slipstream. We do have enough fuel to make it to the end, that's okay. DeResta looking to the inside to cover that opportunity, but I'm just going to go for it anyway. And we'll move past into 12th place. And Felipe Massa wins the race, his 2nd victory of the season, as we exit the final corner to finish in 12th place. Not good. That was not a good race. Massa wins from Webber. Button completes the podium. Hamilton in 4th place. Then it's Sebastian Vettel. The Mercedes of Nico Rosberg up in 6th. Then it's the 2 Lotus Renaults of Petrov and Heidfeld, with Schumacher and Perez getting the final points. In the end, I was 15 seconds off the points, which is not great. And Felipe Massa actually got the fastest lap in the end as well. You can see my fastest lap was sort of around the pace of the Mercedes. So maybe I should have been up around there. That was with the default setup as well. If I had my actual setup, we would have been much quicker. And we did see 2 DNFs. Vicentonio Liuzzi, because he crashed into me and I got a penalty. And Fernando Alonso. We don't know what happened to him, but he retired from the race. These are the championship standings after that one then. Webber and Hamilton still remain close, but Alonso is really out of that battle now for second place after that retirement today. But Webber is in a prime position to claim second in the championship. We've of course already won the championship. No points scored today though. Vettel getting close to 100 points. Rosberg still ahead of him though. And Massa scoring his second victory of the season. Red Bull and Williams can no longer win the Constructors' Championship. McLaren with another double points finish today mean they're really in control of it and will probably win in Brazil, the Constructors' Championship, but Ferrari still have a slight chance. Not the penultimate round of the season we were looking for. That might be the worst race of the season we've had so far, barring the retirement that we had at the Italian Grand Prix at Monza. That was pretty poor. Hopefully we can do better in Brazil. It'll be another back of grid start. This time I'll make sure to load the custom setup so we're not miles off the pace. And hopefully we can climb at least up to the top 5. Podium maybe even a victory. Who knows? If you did somehow enjoy that one, make sure to like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.